Yo, here's my new video. My name is Michael, and I'm a nature, wildlife, and travel photographer who specializes in Yosemite National Park. I've dedicated the last 15 years of my life exploring and photographing this amazing place, and now I'm sharing my experiences with you. Hello everybody. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how I was able to take this photo and this photo of Yosemite's endangered peregrine falcons, the fastest animals on the planet. I will not be disclosing the exact location of this video for the bird's protection. If you do choose to find this location from watching this video, please be respectful. Spring is in full swing in Yosemite right now, and I come to this location often, not just to look for peregrine falcons, but to have a great angle of Cascade Falls and Bridal Veil Falls. Cascade Falls is particularly beautiful this time of year. If you're patient enough and know exactly where to look and when to look, Cascade Falls can produce a beautiful rainbow on its lower section. Thankfully, it was a beautiful spring day. Temperatures in the mid-70s. In the middle of summer, it can be excruciatingly hot on top of this granite dome. But even on a beautiful day like today, the reflection off the granite made it excruciating to stare into the foreground for long periods of time, almost like snow blindness. Wildlife photography can take a lot of patience. Sometimes you just have to sit for hours. Luckily for me, this is a beautiful spot with waterfalls on each side. So, you just have to hang out. After about an hour, the falcons began to buzz me. This is typical behavior. Once they realize someone's around, they like to come around and just make sure you're not a threat. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit rusty. It had been a few months since I had attempted to photograph birds. And these are the fastest animals on the planet. But eventually, I was able to hit some pay dirt. After a short period of time, the falcons disappeared, and I decided to change locations. I walked further down the cliff edge and found a really nice spot with a great view of the Merced River. But by now it was the middle of the day, and I knew that the birds were probably hunkered down. I chose to do the same thing. I took a little nap. Clouds began to roll in, and the shadows rolled through the valley. There's nothing better than Yosemite in the spring. After my nap, I found a lone falcon perched in a dead snag. I tried to get some good video, but the wind was howling, and this was a very dangerous perch. So, I aborted. Temperature was beginning to pick up, and I found the only shade available. One lonely tree on the dome. After a while, I got restless and made my way back down to the cliff edge. I knew my chances of seeing falcons were slim right now, but I also knew that the light show at the lower section of Cascade Falls was about to begin. Clouds were rolling through, and I thought it might not happen today, but it only takes a few minutes in the perfect window and just the right amount of mist. And you get this. After taking some slow motion video, I put an ND filter on my camera and took this shot. Storm clouds began to build in the high country, and I knew rain was imminent. I almost thought about packing it up for the day, but just then I noticed something above my head, circling. He or she was high above, but she began to circle down and got lower, almost eye level with me. And I got lucky and took this one good shot. Knowing the falcons were active again, I made one last attempt to come down to the cliff's edge. There's a small step below this section I was able to climb down onto, and that was as far as I could go. But from here, I was able to find their perch and take some video. They spotted me, but tolerated me, and let me shoot some stills and take a few good videos. But then they flew off, and I knew that my day was pretty much done. I began to pack my bag and head up the hill, when I got lucky and was able to take this photo of both of them, a mating pair, flying towards Bridal Veil Falls.